Hey everyone, it's Jessica Edwards in Wilmington, North Carolina. I want to talk about why I hate multiple offers, which might sound crazy. From a listing agent perspective, it's obviously a very good thing for my sellers to have multiple offers. It creates that urgency. They always say that we all want what we can't have. But it's definitely a good thing for a seller, but it's a very tricky situation. And usually somebody ends up not very happy because they miss out on the house. They don't get the house, or their offer isn't chosen. And it usually makes somebody really upset. And as the agent, even though, the seller is ultimately making that decision, I'm the one delivering the news to the other agent to their client. That client and agent can get, really frustrated. So, in the state of North Carolina, there's not a law that dictates how a seller has to handle multiple offers. So in a multiple offer situation in North Carolina, it is completely up to the seller to dictate and determine how they want to handle that. They could negotiate one offer. They could negotiate both offers individually. They could go back to everyone and say, bring your highest and best. They could not tell somebody that they had multiple offers. Usually you would want to. But it's completely up to the seller to determine how they want to handle that. Also in the state of North Carolina, nothing is officially done until it is signed on paper. So, typically you're going back and forth and negotiating verbally, but until both parties have signed off on any change, both parties have signed everything that they've agreed upon, it's not done. So you could completely negotiate something and be waiting on signatures. And if another offer comes in before I get that paperwork, back from that buyer's agent or whatever, if another offer comes in, by law, I have to send that to my sellers. The sellers could look at that and go, whoa, it could be terms, or, there could be something other than just price that makes them want to, change course and go that way. And obviously that's going to upset a lot of people or the buyer that they've already been working with. And sometimes people have a hard time understanding why their offer wasn't chosen. And I think it's important to remember that it's not just about price. There's terms, there's personal information, there's just different stuff that's always going to be involved in a real estate transaction. And sometimes that weighs heavily, depending on the situation, can weigh heavily on the seller's choice to choose one offer over another. So it's just a very tricky part of my job when, it's just, I don't like to make anyone upset. I don't like conflict. So, it makes me feel bad, when another buyer or an agent gets upset that their offer didn't win, if you will. And sometimes it can go great. It can be very simple, but I feel like a lot of times somebody's feelings end up getting hurt. So usually the sellers end up on top, and it's a good thing. But anyways, just my thoughts about multiple offers, and definitely stuff to keep in mind if you are in the state of North Carolina. This time of year, we just see a lot of activity and less inventory. So, it's happening quite a bit on our listings. But anyways, these are my thoughts. If you have any questions or comments, or you disagree, please feel free to email me, or of course, check us out at thecarolinasfinest.com. I hope you have a wonderful day.